Hi guys, good evening. And already I informed you in the group, tomorrow is our session in Google Talk, and that will be starting exactly at 3 o'clock. But before that, as I told you, many students, a few students are not getting the chance to enroll in the Google Talk because due to some problems in the sense their parents will be out due to certain works. So they are not getting the mobile in time. And that is the reason why we made a small change in the classroom, the classes. Actually, tomorrow, anyhow, the classes will be run. And just now, today around 8 o'clock, the video will be uploading in the group and in your YouTube channel. So you can see that. And after seeing the video, whatever I explained, just try to listen very carefully. And the same portion will be discussed the next day. Okay, anyhow. Many times I told this matter. So listen, in your textbook, the very first lesson is a wrong man in Workers' Paradise. This is the very first lesson, and it's a story written by Rabindranath Tagore. And whenever we say or do something about him, or whenever we say something about him, we must remember that our national poet, at the same time, the first Indian who has received a Nobel Prize in the year 1913 for his famous book Gitanjali and all those things you know. At the same time, see, he is not just a writer, he is not just a poet, he is not just an actor, he is not just a musician, he is not just a choreographer, he was a jack of all trades. And it is one of the phrases. Jack of all trades. Jack of all trades. The thing is that he was a writer, he was an artist, he was a poet, he was a choreographer, he was a musician too. And one more information you might have already learned in social science classes. He has written our national anthem. And he has written the national anthem not only for India and for some other countries too. All those informations you might have learned in social classes. Okay, anyhow, we come back to our lesson. The name of the lesson is A Wrong Man in Workers' Paradise. And see here, twice or thrice I said the name of the story. Here, this word. Here in this word, the punctuation mark, apostrophe, has used after s. So we have to pronounce this word in this manner, Workers' Paradise. Not workers, it is Workers' Paradise. I think you understand. Okay, you have seen the way how we need to learn a lesson. This is a pattern. First, we must remember the name of the lesson and at least 2 to 3 points about the author. That is what I said now. 3 to 4 points I said about this great personality. And the first point, our national poet, one who has written our national anthem, the very first Indian, who received a Nobel Prize in the year 1913, for his famous work Gitanjali. This is the spelling what used in the textbook, Gitanjali, Gitanjali. Only because of the work he just received the Nobel Prize, and that too in the year 1913. And one more Indian, he too was the recipient of Nobel Prize in the year 1930, and that is Dr. C.V. Raman. About C.V. Raman, in the very second lesson in the elixir of life, the second lesson in the textbook, part A, you are going to learn later. Okay, anyhow, as I told you, the pattern is name of the lesson and not on the author or about the author. I gave you a few sentences regarding Rabindranath Tagore. Next is glossary. What is called glossary? You know very well. Soon after the lesson, whatever the lesson, it may be either it may be a prose or a poem. But soon after the lesson, a few important words, difficult words, and its meanings are given in the glossary. And here also in glossary nearly 10 words are given based on this lesson. And those words are very easy, and some of the important words the word, it is already given in the textbook, even though I say, listen, the meaning of the word ply is to study. According to the story, the meaning is to study. And one of the other phrases, moving finger, moving finger. Moving finger in the sense, metaphorically, the meaning is fate. Fate. I don't know what you say in your mother tongue. Fate. And one more word, torrent. Torrent. T-O-R-R-E-N-T. Torrent in the sense, fast flowing streams are called storm. Torrent. And apart from that, a few more words are given in the glossary. You just go through. So 2 parts over. First, name of the lesson, not on the order, glossary. Next is the protagonist. Protagonist. And just note down the spelling. Protagonist, P-R-O-T-A-G-O-N-I-S-T-S, plural. Protagonist. Protagonist in the sense, some students, they may be knowing the meaning of this word. Protagonist in the sense, if it is a story or a movie or a drama, there are certain characters. Leading characters are called protagonists. In the sense, leading characters. In this story, there are 4 characters. The first character, the wrong man. The wrong man. And the second character is the girl in the silent torrent. The girl in the silent torrent. Torrent already I said the meaning. First, flowing streams are called the torrent. And the third character is the aerial messenger, God's own messenger. The aerial messenger. God's own messengers are called the aerial messenger. And the last character, elders of the workers' paradise. Elders of the workers' paradise. These are the leading characters of the story. The wrong man, the girl in the silent torrent, the aerial messenger, and in the same manner, the elders of the workers' paradise. Actually, the story is very simple. I can make you understand the theme of the story or the moral of the story or the meaning of the story by giving a simple example. Just imagine, it's a pot. It's a pot. And this pot is filled with rice, and that will prepare rice, imagine. And there's a pot full of rice. And you know very well, if you want to spoil this pot full of rice, or I say another way, only one small drop of kerosene is enough to spoil this pot full of rice. Now we are coming to the story. Listen, I just give a comparison. Here, first of all, I shall say something about the wrong man or the idler. See, when he was alive, when he was living the earth, he had wasted most of his time for by doing painting and sculptures. I tell you in another way, in his life, when he was alive, he had not done even a single useful work. Do you understand? When he was alive, he had not done even a single useful work. Whereas, he was always indulging in some of the useless works such as paintings and sculptures. And you know very well, see, some students may pass the exam without studying well. By using some of the other alternatives like copying and some other malpractices and all. And those students should not be considered as good students because they found some alternatives. And you have to pass the exam after studying. And the author says that sometimes some students may pass the exam without studying. In the same manner, without doing even a single positive things or without doing even a single useful works when he was alive, even though by mistake, and the mistake was committed by the aerial messenger, only because of that mistake, he was sent to the workers' paradise. He was sent to heaven. And you know very well, aerial messenger is there. as per the belief, as per our belief now, someone is watching. We are being watched by someone. Someone in the sense God or God's messenger. See, he will be counting our positive acts and the negative acts. And after our death, and you know very well, death is inevitable. It is unavoidable. One day we have to leave from this world. And after death, we will be taken to the angel messenger. And he reads our positives and negatives. And if we have more positives, we may be sent to the heaven. And definitely we know, as per our character and all, we expect we will be or we may be sent to the hell. And that is why it is the opposite word. Okay, we have seen that is just a belief, no proof at all. Even just imagine, this guy, the wrong man, he had not done even a single useful work in his life. Even though he got admission in the workers' paradise. And that was only because of the fatal mistake committed by the aerial messenger. And now you might have come to know. Just imagine, workers' paradise in the sense is a place where almost all are busy in doing their work. They don't know about other things. They're only one thing they know, that is doing work. They are all busy in doing work in the workers' paradise. That means what I am trying to say is that only because of the mistake committed by the aerial messenger, this wrong man was selected to a wrong place. I already told you, in workers' paradise, everyone is busy in doing their work. And this guy has got selected to that place. And just imagine, by going through some certain dialogues by the workers in the workers' paradise, we could easily understand that they are all busy. They are all busy. And one of the other sentences which is given in the textbook, even a torrent would not burst its energy by singing. That means nobody is ready to burst their time. They are all busy in doing their work. And see, some of the certain dialogues, when we go through this lesson, we could easily understand that they are all busy. The dialogues like, let's move on, time is not flying. One of the workers, he says, what did he say? Let's move on, time is not flying. And somebody said in this manner, we don't have any time to spare. We don't have any time to spare. And from all these dialogues from the lesson, we could easily understand that everybody, all the workers in the workers' paradise was really busy in doing their work. Do you understand? And what about this guy, the newcomer? He had never done any useful works, and even he doesn't like to work. He was fond of doing some works which has no utility, like sculptures and paintings. And after reaching there, this guy was simply wandering here and there, simply wandering, and he was on the way of others. He was on others' way and disturbing them. And he was simply wandering on the meadows in the sense grassy lands. No, he was lying there, simply wasting the time. And what about others? The other workers in the workers' paradise, they are all really busy in doing their work. And see, one day, the girl in the Saran torrent, she is one of the main characters in the story. See, she was just like, or the way how she moves on the road, it was compared to a rapid movement of a skilled hands on the strings of a guitar. And one of the questions which is asked in the textbook, it is in this manner: how was the movement of the girl in the Saran torrent is compared to? The movement of the girl of the Saran torrent is compared to the rapid movement of the skilled hands on the strings of a guitar. Guitar, you know very well, guitar is one of the musical instruments. And maybe some of the students might be knowing how to play guitar. Okay, they have seen that much fast she was doing the work. And one more other comparison is given by the author. First comparison is her movement is like a rapid movement of the skilled hands on the strings of a guitar. That is one of the comparisons. she was doing the work very fastly. Actually, the work what she does now, she gets water from the torrent and pouring in the field. And even while she was going to get the water from the torrent, she carries 2 to 3 pitchers with her. Pitchers, listen, is one of the homophones. Pitchers, one of the homophones. Listen, just I wrap. 2 pitchers are there. The first pitcher, P-I-T-C-H-E-R, pitcher. One more pitcher is there, P-I-C-T-U-R, pitcher. And the second pitcher, everybody knows. There's a pitcher on the wall, pitchers on the wall, and you know. But the first pitcher, the meaning of this word is, it is one kind of pot, what we use to carry water. You might have seen. This is one called the pitcher. So listen, she was carrying 2 to 3 pitchers in her hand. For what purpose? To get water from the torrent, and she was pouring the water in the field. Do you understand? See, this girl, one day when she was very busy in her work, she met with this wrong man. He was simply standing nearby the torrent, and seeing the man, the girl thought that he was just like a lonely beggar. The wrong man was compared to lonely beggar. Do you understand? She feels he was just like a lonely beggar, and she got pity on that man, or sorry for the man, or sympathy for the man, or mercy for the man. 4 words I said now. Meaning you may be knowing. By seeing the man, he was simply standing nearby the torrent. She felt sorry for the man, or sympathy for the man, or pity for the man, or mercy for the man. And one of the other questions which is asked in the textbook, why was the girl feel sorry for the man? So she felt sorry for the man. The answer was, she found that, it was because she found that he had no work in his hand. He was simply standing there now. And that was the reason why she felt sorry for the man. Because he had no work in his hand. Okay, see. And she got sympathy on him. And she just went to him and asked him in this manner, shall I give some work for you to do? She asked him, shall I give some work for you to do? And he said, and we know his character very well, he never does any useful work, and he was not likely to do such kind of works. And he said, I don't like to do these kind of works. And whereas he asked one of the other questions to the girl. The wrong man asked the girl, will you give me one of your pitchers? She was carrying 2 to 3 pitchers with her now. And he just asked her to give one of the pitchers to him. And this girl thought that this man also may be liking to work just like her, getting water from the torrent and pouring in the field. And again she asked her, what is the use for this picture? What are you going to do with this picture? And he said, I want to draw pictures on your picture. One of the most important dialogues from the textbook. It may be asked as annotation in the examination. I wanted to draw pictures on your picture. 2 pictures are used. I wanted to draw pictures. First picture, you know. Second picture, this one. And first time hearing this girl got very angry on the man, because you know very well, she was one of the workers, one who does the works very fast. You know very well. She was really fast, and 2 comparisons were given by the author before I said you. Her movement on the road was just like a rapid movement of the skilled hands on the strings of the guitar. And apart from that, one more comparison is given by the author. Her feet are hurried feet she had. She had hurried feet. That means very fast she was doing the work. She was doing the work in a fast manner. And she was not at all ready to give the picture to him. And she ran away. The next day also she met him. He repeated the same question. Will you give me one of your pictures to me? I want to draw pictures in your picture. And the second day also, she was totally angry on him, and she was not at all ready to give the pictures. And again, many times they met, and whenever they meet, he repeats the same question. He wanted one of her pictures, and finally she was fed up. She was fed up, and finally she was forced to give one of the pictures to this man. Finally, she was compelled, forced to give one of her pictures to this man. And this man took the picture and went back. The next day, he gave back the picture. And now, after getting the picture now, he has drawn some colorful lines there. Some colorful lines like this. And some designs. And again, colorful lines. And again some other artistical works he has made. And finally, after coloring the picture, he gave back the picture to the girl. Do you understand? And see, on that day, till that day, she was really busy in doing the work. She was doing all the works in time. But on that day, even at the midnight, she scanned the picture. She scanned the picture from all the angles. She was scanning from all the angles. That means she was enjoying the beauty of the colors and designs used by the artist, the Roman. Just imagine, on that day she was late to sleep. What will happen the next day? The reason was that, and actually she asked him, what is the meaning of these lines and all? Oh, you made some designs and lines. What does it mean? And he said, no meaning at all. No meaning and no utility. Just for my satisfaction I have done this. And just imagine, on that day, slowly the meaningless was becoming meaningful to her. Do you understand? The meaningless was slowly becoming meaningful. And on that day she was late to sleep. So what will happen the next day? The next day the work had begun. She was little slow to work. The reason, all night and even during with the help of light, she scanned the picture from all the angles. She was enjoying the beauty of the colors. And the next day, her hurrying feet becomes less hurried. What does it mean? Her work had become suffered. And the second day, again they met, and the wrong man, he noticed that, he saw that the hair of the girl, it was not tied. You know very well, most of the girls, especially in schools, they have to tie their hair by using ribbons. And the reason why she was not tied, she was not tying the hair, because even she was not ready to waste her time for tying the hairs. She was not having the habit. So he asked her in this manner, seeing this, because her hairs are not tied. So he asked her, shall I make some colorful ribbons for your hair? What did he ask? He asked her if he would make some colorful ribbons for her hair. And she said okay. And the next day, she was given different colors of beautiful ribbons ribbons by this artist. The next day, beautiful colorful ribbons were given by this artist to, or the wrong man to, this girl. On that day night also, she was standing in the mirror and enjoying her beauty. See, these girls now, they have the beauty conscious. And first she tied neatly the red ribbon. And she stood in front of the mirror and watching the beauty of the ribbons from all sides. And later she thought that red is not good. Why don't I try blue color? In such a way, she tried all these colors of ribbons, and that night also she was late to sleep. What will happen the next day? The next day also, her hurrying feet becomes less hurry, because she was her most of the works had begun to suffer. And see, it was imitated by others too. The girl was pretty slow now, and all these works it was done by the idler, it was seen by other workers too. So they too tried to follow the man. And instead of you doing some useful works now, they too try to do the works like useless works like paintings and sculptures. First, after the arrival of the man, before his arrival, everything was going on in a proper manner. No works were left remaining. All the works were done in time by the workers. But after his arrival, first he changed the girl. Gradually, other workers too. Finally, there was a big problem arose in the workers' paradise. Most of the works were left unfinished after the arrival of this wrong man. Do you understand? And everybody came to know this man, especially the elders. The elders of the workers' paradise, they realized that many had begun to suffer and they were anxious, they were worried. In the history of the workers' paradise, it had never happened. It had never happened in the history of workers' paradise. First time, very first time, and that too after the arrival of this artist or this wrong man, this situation happened. So a meeting was called. In the workers' paradise by these elders. The elders, they called a meeting. When the meeting was going on, the aerial messenger, the person one who has committed a mistake by sending a wrong man to this paradise, he ran there and he was panting. Panting in the sense, breathing continuously. Panting is one of the expressions, and like the saying sign, S-I-G-H-I-N-G, sign, and most of the students might be knowing that meaning. Sometimes we say a long deep breath which shows comfort or relief, that is called a sign. For example,